I'd like to welcome you to the world-famous Garcia house built by the architect John Lochner. It's located at 7436 Mulholland Drive in sunny Los Angeles. Look at that house. It speaks for itself. The shape, the style, the uniqueness, the way it was built, the fact that it has the best views. It's not just a house, we believe it's a work of art, and it's all on the market for $16 million. It was meticulously restored by John.
I'm John McElwee, and I'm the owner of the Garcia house. John Lochner was a master, and the things that he did with this property on the site really made it so incredibly special. Love to show you guys around. It actually took us about 4 years to build this pool. 2 years to get the permits and 2 years to build it. What was kind of phenomenal about this is we had the original designs for the pool that John Lochner had come up with in 1960. The original owners couldn't build it because the house was so far out that no bank would give them a loan. So we inherited the plans and, as you can see, decided to build it. It's one of my favorite places in the entire house because you get to see the entire green of the canyon. And in the hills, especially in LA, it is sunny from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., which is completely unique and totally valued for having a pool. What I also love about this pool, and this was my decision, was it's saltwater. So the staircase is actually kind of the heart of the house. It's this spiral staircase that comes down from the entrance, spills you right into the deck. We created this custom sitting area from an artisan in Silver Lake. One of the amazing things about this deck is it's hand-poured terrazzo, built in 1960, you can imagine, and knock on wood, there's not one crack in the entire thing. So this is the living room, and John Lochner was kind of famous for creating and introducing one spectacular living space in each of his houses. It's got 30-foot high windows, which, you know, in Los Angeles, everybody wants a view. So we're in the Hollywood Hills. You can see the ocean and Catalina, and so everybody kind of comes over and goes crazy. We wanted this to actually feel like it was a tree house suspended in the air. The house is built on V-shaped struts. It's the same engineering as suspension bridges. There's some stained glass windows in here. There's a red one, a purple one, and a green one. The hardware and the hardscape is original. Unfortunately, people had painted over the original wood. They had taken and cut out part of the promontory there, the extension of the dining room space. We had to replace and rebuild a lot of the things and base it off the original designs that he had. One of my favorite features in this entire place is this lava rock. It's here in the fireplace. It's over in the kitchen on kind of linear walls. It was imported from Hawaii. One of the things that was interesting, and we had the good luck to be able to actually meet the original owners. Russ Garcia was a composer. He needed to be able to work and compose his music. And Gina, his wife, was a big entertainer, so she needed to be able to have a place where she could have 100 people parties, and it would not affect his work. So literally, that was the directive they gave John Lochner. It's actually 2 equidistant spaces under an arched roof. The house does not meet in the middle. It's completely open to the outside. So you can see we have this massive living room that you can hold 100 people in here easily. If you look over here, this is the metal frame of the house. John Lochner was a master of engineering. He dyed glass straight through the wood. And so basically all of this glass detail, it's seamless. So the whole thing is on this crazy steel beam that runs through the entire length of the house. So if you can tell, this is my baby. It's a fiddly fig that actually has gone crazy here. One of the reasons is it thinks it's outside. It's actually inside, so it's grown like exponentially, but it's completely protected. So you can see, so there's this amazing relationship between the indoor and outdoor. And as you can tell, it's completely covered by this roof. So you actually feel like you're outside when you're inside during the day. This is the kitchen. It's kind of become the heart of the house. I think with so many properties, people tend to congregate in the kitchen. And it's one of the things that we just believe strongly in this house is I want people to come over. Hello? Actually, it's a wrong number. I think that's a wrong number. Original birch cabinets were painted over this weird gunmetal gray. People want to have, when you do a renovation, they want to have usable kitchens, usable bathrooms. So basically the architects that we use, Marmo Radziner, We worked with them to kind of like have their input and their advice about how to bring this into the modern day, but also make it seem original. There's honed granite countertops. The original countertops were black Formica. So we basically were able to use something that looked like black Formica, was new because we had to replace it anyway, and then basically gave us something that was contemporary yet seemed like it was original. The entire kitchen, we did a project with the appliance company Decor, and the appliances, it was this black graphite line that they had that completely worked with the style and the design of the house. It looks like it could be original, but it's also new technology, and that was one of the things John Lautner was so adamant about. If there's better technology, if there's better resources, if there's better materials or systems, 100% he wanted people to use it. So what's interesting about this space is when I say this was a broom closet, it was actually a broom closet. We were able to reconfigure the systems because it was a water heater and air conditioner and drop them under the house. We had to source and find this lava rock from Hawaii, and we added it on this plane, and if you can see, the window dies into the wall, which was one of the things John Lautner was so famous for. We had to rebuild the deck out front, so we actually were able to find a terrazzo maker that had to reconfigure and find from scratch the composition for the original terrazzo. Because we had to report out there, when we built this space, we decided to add this here. And we were very, very diligent with making sure that anything that was here that we put in looked like it could have been here. So this is the primary bedroom. Originally, Russ Garcia's piano was over here where he would compose his music. Lucite bed was made by Charles Hollis Jones. One of the favorite things I have about this room is we put in this wall-to-wall custom carpet by a company called Ed Fields. So this is the bathroom, and obviously this is my favorite place to take the bath. The faucets were made by a company named Paul Associates, originally designed in the 80s. The stone in this room is called Honey Onyx, and we decided to use this throughout the lower level in this living space because we love it, and at night it actually resonates and it glows. So this is what we decided to make our TV room. It's comprised of 2 original small bedrooms with a shared bathroom. So there was this kind of philosophy, which was if something had been ripped out or ruined, you could take liberties to put something back that made more sense. We put the wall on the mullion, so you can see here they're equidistant things. The original wall was where this piece was right here. It kind of didn't make any sense. So basically, the guy, even though he kind of ruined it, did us a favor because it allowed us to move a wall and make this really beautiful, very cozy TV room. Once again, our friend Charles Hollis Jones, more lucite. He made these incredible end tables. You know, one of the cool things about this room is that we needed to figure out some way to spatially make it feel bigger. So what we did is we added this mirror here, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually peach mirror. Want to come down and see the outside? Follow me. So basically you come down from the living room and we created this walkway that goes all the way over to the pool. There's about 200 different species of plants. A majority of them are agave, aloe, and succulents. This is actually kind of a really rare species of cactus. It is a variegated cactus. On one side, it's green. On the other side, it's white. So basically, I don't know where you found this thing, but it's this crazy monster that again is as happy as can be living at the Garcia house. Well, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the time. I hope I was able to give you guys some insight to our 21-year project. This is one of the most unique properties in the world. There's only 3 of them in the considered space age era. The 2 other houses are Chemisphere and Silvertop.
This is the architectural triumph. There's nothing like this in the world. This is really a piece of art, and they really brought back the house to its world-class grandeur that it deserves. And it could never be built again. And it's all on the market for $16 million.